Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. This is a mod review for mods for yesterday, the 13th of July, and today, the 14th of July, Wednesday and Thursday. Yesterday there was only one mod, which is in front of me, I say one, and today we've got a few. There are some updates too. Update for today, top left, the placeable chicken coop by Mac Trucker 921. Updates from yesterday, the Sopima pack by Universe Simu Modding, the Krona Comprima F15XC Small Cow Farm by ABT Frankie Y, the Natural Water Rivers and Ponds pack by L Moonlight MA, and the Case IH Trident 5550 combination applicator by Case Arias Modding. All had updates. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, and a massive shout out and thank you to Chris, who messaged me. As of update 1.6, and I was totally unaware, you may already be aware of this, other modders, other YouTubers might have put videos out on this. And it only came to light because I was doing this mod. So this mod is the Farmhouse 10x8, this by Piesel, this was out yesterday. 21.31 megabytes download, 19 slots on console, and it will cost you 53 grand. It is a sleep trigger and it has a wardrobe, but as you can see, I've got two of them. I haven't just got two of them. I've got my regular save point sleep trigger here. Apparently, as of update 1.6 on console, we can now place multiple sleep triggers. It always used to be just one, unless the map maker had set it up that had multiple ones on the map already, or you were multiplayer and you could with separate farms, but now we can. I was totally unaware of that because Chris mentioned it and then I forgot. I talked about it on my Let's Play, then I went to place this, and as I placed it, suddenly thought, oh, I haven't removed that one, and it let me place it. And I thought, okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, and I placed over the back another 3. I've got 6 sleep triggers as it stands at the moment. So yeah, if you weren't aware of that, multiple sleep triggers is now a thing. You can do it. I'm on single player, I'm not a multiplayer, nothing dodgy. So, this is the building. I'm only going to show you one of them, not all of them. This is really nicely detailed. Like I said, under build mode, under farmhouses, 19 slots, which isn't too horrendous, I don't think. The level of detail on it is amazing. As you saw, the garage door opens and closes. So you can put stuff in there, no problem at all. There's lighting inside the garage, and you can go in through the side door there into the main house if you want to. If we go, actually, you know what I forgot to do? Let's put that on and that on. We're going through the front door. I've turned the lights on. There is a light switch around the corner here for lighting in this section. We can open the door here, which goes through to the garage, which, like I say, has its separate lighting. Nice detailing around the house. Actually, didn't check the back door. Oh, it does open. It's a very nice mod. Come up the stairs, come round the corner, got a window there, bedroom to the side here with a little study. We come through to this one here, this has also got lighting. In here, we've got a sleep trigger, he says. There you go, sleep trigger. Switch on light, and then our wardrobe trigger just there. It's a really, really nice mod. I'm not going to say anything about the helicopter. So yeah, really, really nice that. So that's from yesterday. I'd like it, the Farmhouse 10x8, and I'm amazed by this whole new sort of thing. Anyway, so that's yesterday's. By Piesel, next we move on to today's mods. We're going to go over here first, I think. We have got the Lizard Minichisel. This is by David.Mtnz. I don't know if that's Montanez, is it? Or MTNZ, anyway. AM Modding. It's 11.27 megabytes download, 9 slots on console, and it's 4.5 meters-ish. I say that because I'm puzzled. If we go into, I think it's cultivators, that is. There it is. It's only 5 grand. It says 4.5 meters, then it says 4.3 to 4.6 meters. I haven't managed to get any change in that. However, we've got 4.5 metre on the left hand side, 120 horsepower required for a 17 tine one, or you can have a 21 tine one, which I'm assuming is where the width difference comes in, although on the left hand side it's not showing us any difference whether it's 4.5, 4.3 or 4.6. Anyway, if you go for the 21 tine, it requires 150 horsepower to pull, and it goes, price goes up by £1,000. No other options, no colour options, anything like that. So, start it up, unfold. I'm assuming 4.5 is the average and 4.3 is the 17 tine, 4.6 is the 21. That would make more sense, I think. Now this is not a shallow cultivator, as you can see. But yeah, nicely made, nicely detailed. Does the job. That's the Lizard Minichisel by David.Mtnz AM Modding. Next we've got these. I'm going to tell you now, I found them incredibly frustrating. I don't know if you'll have better luck with them than I did. This is the Fortschritt T890 coupling trolley pack by Grabfeldschmiede and Ingo376. 19.74 megabytes download. It comes as the T890 coupling trolley, which is this framework here. Then we've got two things that come with it. We've got the Cambridge roller here. So this is the B435 Cambridge roller, 3 meters wide. The framework is 8 slots. Each one of these is, well, the first one is 3 slots, then the slot count comes down. So 3 meters wide, and the frame will hold 3 of them. So that makes it a 9 meter roller. And then we've got, also with this, we've got a power harrow. So this is the B391 harrow with fertilizer function. 3 slots for the first one, and then it comes down, and these are 4 meters wide. So you just have to do a slight bit of adjustment. But what I have found is the frame tends to want to just float around wherever it likes, and hooking these up because these are separate was a nightmare. These two outside ones are fine. This one here, because the wheels are here and you can't pick it up, trying to drive that across it to hook up was bordering on impossible. I ended up driving forward over it and clicking on. So like I say, if you have better luck than me, putting the middle one on here, these rollers are very rolly. Unlike, you think the weight of them, they would just sit there up on the concrete when I was setting it up. As I backed up, I knocked it and it rolled at an angle, and just by an absolute fluke, it hooked up perfectly. So just to be aware of that. The frame you'll find, I think it was under miscellaneous, wasn't it? Yeah, £5,000 for the frame, 90 horsepower required. So you can have connection standard or for harrows. So the standard one, if we swing around this side, will be for the Cambridge rollers. And if you go for harrows, it widens them because they're 4 meters, not 3 meters. Now, whether you'll be able to hook other stuff up to this or not, potentially 3 meter or 4 meter stuff you might get away with. I haven't tried, but honestly, by the time I got it all set up, I didn't want to. And then got wheel setup standard or treaded tyres. Then the main colour, any one of those three, the Fortschritt colours, and then rim colour, again a mix of the Fortschritt colours. If we then come out and we go to rollers, you'll find the, on the end, the B435 roller, £2,000 each. Like I say, the slot count comes down. I'm not quite sure why that says 24.3 metres. Oh, that was the wrong one. There we go. 3 meters. That's because I was hovering over the Dalbo on the end. There, the 435 roller. 15 horsepower required. Main colour, the Fortschritt colours. So they do come separately. Honestly, there's obviously some trick, some knack I'm missing, and the other ones are under power harrows. Out on the end, the B391 seed harrow, also £2,000, and you'll need 3 of them. You can probably run those separately if you wanted to on the 3-point link. I haven't tried that, because once I got them hooked up, I didn't want to unhook them. So transporting them is done in this direction. I don't know if it's going to do it now. When it didn't have them on, it look, it kind of goes crabwise because the wheels twist. It just went a bit funny. Now the actual rollers are on it, it doesn't seem too bad. He says, hooking them up could be done in a couple of different ways. If you can get it to go in a straight line without them attached, you could drive straight over them in this direction and then maybe hook up, if you're lucky. If not, unfold the coupling trolley, does that, then disconnect from it, and that's how you go around to operating. And then you can disconnect them, connect them by changing which thing you want. Problem is, if you click detach, you've then got to move forward until that goes to detach the next one, then getting back to them. I was just a bit worried about losing that middle one. So what I'm going to do is hire a worker now. And it should Cambridge roll. No, it's not going to Cambridge roll. Why is it not going to Cambridge roll? Oh yeah, lower coupling trolley. I would have thought that would have done it automatically. Oh, okay. Now hire a worker. There we go. Now we're rolling. 7 miles an hour, Cambridge roller. So, for rolling your crops, it's fairly inexpensive as well. I guess that's probably the other way of looking at it. So you can do it in multiples, and I'm sure people will find all sorts of very clever, ingenious ways of using these attachments to put all sorts of things on. Yeah, the potential's there. Now this one is a power harrow, but it does say it's got a fertilising function. So for all intents and purposes, you can get free fertilising by using this. It attaches and detaches exactly the same way. Unfold the coupling trolley. Disconnect. Swing round. Like I say, unfortunately, I'm not going to show you the coupling process, putting them all on. I did think about recording it while I was doing it, but I think the language used probably wasn't appropriate. So what we'll do is lower the coupling trolley, which does that, but then it does say turn on seed harrows. So if we turn each one on, and then we drive forward. Oh, okay, why is it not working now? Lower seed harrow. Oh, we've got to lower each one individually, okay. There we go. So not only are we harrowing, we are fertilising at the same time, because I've got it turned on. Although that's, whoa, okay, that's something I wasn't expecting. That's going at the speed of the vehicle. Well, that makes that a bit of a different prospect. I'm not going to lie. I think if you take the time to set it up, if you've got a map big enough, see what I mean about it, it just kind of goes all over the shop. If you've got a map big enough to leave it extended, I mean, you know, once you've got it all hooked together, but the fact you're going to get free fertilising, that's, oh, goes the right one, there we go, and it's going to go at the speed of the tractor. Ah, it will go at the speed of the tractor if you pull it. If, okay, that's peculiar. Oh, no, just can't make its mind up what it's doing. I suppose you're supposed to lift it before it goes. Let's see if it'll go again. Yep, even hiring a worker, it'll go at the speed of the tractor. So if you've got fertiliser to get done, and you don't want to pay for fertiliser, this is a fairly cheap option and runs at the speed of the vehicle. I'm not overly, you know... I'm so torn with this one, I'm not going to lie, I'm really torn with this one. Let's go back to that. Lift the coupling trolley. There we go, and it'll roll a little bit better now. Yeah, I think the power harrow rather than the rollers maybe I would go for if I was going to. That's my own personal opinion. It's something a bit different, it's something a bit quirky. If you can get past the hooking up in the first place, that's probably worth its weight in gold actually. That's the Fortschritt T890 coupling trolley pack by Grabfeldschmiede Ingo 376. Apologies if I've done the modder a disservice. You know, I'm not trying to slate it. I'm just saying it was a tricky thing. And if you don't believe me, have a go at setting up yourself. I know there'll be plenty of people that will comment and say, "Oh, it was a piece of cake. I didn't have any problems at all." Good for you. That's all I can say. Next, we've got this, the Case IH7150 Rice version. This is by Holzs FS. It is 22.68 megabytes download, 27 slots on console, 11,500 litre tank. I've gone with tracks and this, you know, the strange rice tyre on the back, but there are rice tyre options. This also comes with quite a lot of headers as well. So we'll have a look at the harvester first, then we'll have a look at the headers. If we go up to our harvesters and scroll across to the end, 301,500, which actually isn't too bad for 11,500 litre. I think that's pretty good. We've got the option of lizard, tracked, or you can put it into transport mode. So if you put it in transport mode, you can load it onto a flatbed trailer and it makes life a little bit easier. Under lizard, we've got double rice or twins. So if you don't want to have the rice tyres, you don't have to have the rice tyres. You can have just regular twins on it. And then you can have the tracks. And with that, you can have the auxiliary wheel on the back as well to help go through the rice fields if you wish. Let's go back to that. You can have short pipe or long pipe. Exhaust standard or chrome on the back there. Window tint, standard, plus back. You've got reverse whistle, yes or no. Actually, I haven't reversed yet, so I'm curious to see what it's going to sound like. If it's awful, then you can turn it off if you want to. Main colour, you've got red or black, so you can go for a stealth harvester. We've got white 2. I do like that grey. That's really nice. Darker one or black completely, then license plate option 2. Then we come out of there and go on to our headers. So we start with the regular headers and go out to the end. These are in a strange order, but anyway, we've got the 3020 Terraflex 25 foot, that's a 7.5 metre, 9 slots. We've got the Terraflex 41 foot, which is 12 slots. And then we've got the Terraflex 28 foot, I know, doesn't matter, 8.5 metres, 10 slots. Options on these, we can change the main colour from red to black to mix and match with the harvester. We've then got corn headers on the end there. We've got the 4408 at 6 metres, which is 7 slots, and then we've got the 4418N, which is 10 metres, and that was, because that's the one I've got, that was 10 slots. Is that it? 5 headers? Yep. I don't think there was a header trailer that came with this pack. Options on these, again, we can change the main colour from red to black. So, let's hop in, start it up. I'll just turn it on. Header does its thing. It's not a draper header, it's an auger one on the corn. You can raise and lower it, we'll detach it. Now, lights, beacons, pipe out, horn 2, I went for the long pipe. We do have some other options on this. If you look at the top left, it says control group door. We've got control group door, control group cover and frame, control group access stairs. If I go to control group door, L1, R1, and left stick side to side opens and closes the door. If I go to control group cover and frame, L1, R1, left stick side to side, removes the cover and the frame. So you can put, just have the frame, or without, or put it all on. So you've got control of that yourself if you want to. Then if I press it again and we go to access stairs, L1, R1, and left stick side to side, we can put the access stairs down so we can go and check on the engine at any point. It does have a rear trailer hitch for towing its header. It does sound cool on the tracks as well. Interior, nicely detailed. It's something a bit different. It's quirky. If you've got a map and you're doing rice stuff and you want to go more for an authentic feel and look to it, but I think this would spread the weight anyway if you were going to put tracks on, or LSWs or wide tyres. I know there's plenty of options out there. That's nice, that, with a nice, a plethora of headers. The Case IH 7150 Rice version, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, and it's a pack. This is the small flatbed trailer Autoload pack by Mack Trucker 921. Now, if you remember recently, we had the 53 foot one? It's a smaller version of that, basically. It's one trailer with multiple functions, the Swiss Army knife, So we can have it as a flatbed trailer that has ramps. We can have it as an auto-load trailer, which also, does that one have ramps? I think it did actually. We can have it as a tipper, which also has ramps. So you can have it as a tipper to put stuff in, or you can open the back doors, put the ramps down, you can drive vehicles into it. We'll get onto that later on. There's a log version, there's a liquid tanker, and there's a liquid tanker with slurry spreader on the back of it. So quite a few different options on this. You'll find it under trailers. I think it was under regular trailers. There we go. Now, there are 4 options. This was the same with the previous one. You can have all the different options on each one, but if you want to do auto loading of bales, you need to pick the specific one you want to use. If you're doing mini bales, you want to go with the first one. So the auto load one, that does, I think it's at 150 mini bales, I want to say. Let me just double check my details. I'm sure it said 150. Yeah, so that first one will do 150 small square bales. The next one across will do your regular square or round bales at 16s. So I think it does any sizes, 1.8, 2.2, 2.4, 1.25, 1.5, 1.8. So your square or round bales that come out your regular balers, you want the second one. That will do 16 bales of each type, any type, but it has to be the same type. Then if you want to do round cotton bales, you want the third one. If you want square cotton bales, you want to do the fourth one. The round one will do 3 cotton bales, the square one will do 1 cotton bale. But the options other than that are exactly the same. So I'm going to show you on this one all the various options. So the flatbed is the standard, and that has rear ramps, it has straps, and you can put whatever you want on it. That's entirely up to you. I'm going to change the colour of the frame. Let's go with stainless steel. Actually, no, we'll go with galvanised. There we go. It's a bit of a flatter colour. We'll go with body log fork. So you can change these various different options. It's just so they stand out when we look at them. Tank colour. Let's go with, oh, it doesn't really matter as long as we can see. Tank trim colour. You'll see all these things will make more sense when we get to them. Rim colour. We've got some polished options or regular colour options there. Let's go for a chromed, shall we, or polished metal. Yeah. Then there's a license plate option. So when we get onto those options, it'll make more sense. I just want to put some more colour on them. So the flatbed is like that. Now we've got the option of Trelleborg, Lizard, Nokian. Trelleborg is just like that. Lizard, we've got a standard or we've got a wide. And then Nokian is just standard. Those are the 3 tyre choices. We've also got on each one, we can have flat frame with rear hitch. You can have a gooseneck frame with rear hitch. So it puts a hitch on the back as well. So if you want to go gooseneck, you can. I'm going to go flat frame rear hitch. I think I did with all of mine. So the flatbed option is the first one. Then we can have our auto load square and round bales. So trailer pretty much stays the same, but that becomes an auto load trailer and we'll do 16 bales. We can have the tipper body. The tipper body will hold 24,500 litres of product. And again, like I say, it does have ramps, so you can open it up and you can put a vehicle in it. But once you've got it on that one, it does come up with a cover option. So you can have cover, yes or no. The cover has a collision. So if you put the cover closed and open the back, you can't drive a vehicle into it because you'll hit the cover. Just something to be aware of. If we go back up to the top, you can then have the log fork option, which also has straps. You have the liquid tank. The liquid tank is 25,355 litres. You can see where the different colours have come in there for the body and the log fork, and then the tank colour, and we changed the, what was it called? Mine's gone blank. Tank trim colour. And then the final one is the slurry spreader. So if you have it in the liquid tank, it will take all your liquids, milk, water, herbicide, liquid fertiliser, digestate. If you go for the slurry spreader, it will only do slurry and digestate, because obviously that's what it spreads. And that will spread out to 18 metres. Did I say 28 metres earlier? I meant 18. I think I meant 18. Pretty sure. Yeah, spread out to 18 metres. So those are all the various different options. Let's have a look at them. So, start this one up. We want to... Wrong vehicle. That's the one I want to be in. Thinking, why is that not giving me the option to... There we go. Open ramps. Straps off. So you can put vehicles on and off, if you wish. Now, You can just use that for pallets, for bales, or if you want to load anything you want, because it's got straps on it, so you can do whatever you want with it. Realistically, put that away. The next one's the auto load. I'm going to switch over and I'll come to these in just a moment. So I'm pretty sure this one, yeah, we can still open ramps on this one. L1 and up on the D-pad. And it does have straps, so you can still use it like that if you want, and you can still put a vehicle on it, close the ramps. If I put it into its operating position next for the auto load, that's our bales on, 16 bales, 100%. Now I can unload onto the trailer, unload bales, unload here, and I can strap them down. Or if I unstrap them, reset auto load, operating position, then if I unload bales, and then I can move them. So I can go up, down, left, right. Good thing with these as well, it will go all the way to, actually will go through the ground, so be aware of that. But you can bring them right down to the ground, which I find more beneficial with round bales. If you drop them from a height, they tend to roll. In this case, we should be fine. So unload bales here, absolutely perfect. Lovely job. Reset, disconnect. The log one has got straps on it. I'm not going to hook up to the log one because it's got the bars on there, and you put your logs on and you strap them down. That's fairly kind of straightforward. So this one we can do cover open and closed. We can open ramps. Oh, that's interesting, because it said if you had the cover closed you couldn't, but when you put the ramps down, can I put, it won't let me. Oh, there we go. Right, so I'm going to check this now. I'm going to grab the little tractor, only because it said it has it. I mean, I don't know why anyone would try to do it with the, unless you've got a very low vehicle. There you go. So the cover's got a collision. It won't let me go onto there with the cover. Let's just open that. Try that again. I don't know if the wing mirrors are going to be. Will it go on? There we go. Now it doesn't have straps in this configuration, but it will hold crop and anything else as well. So take it back out. Let's fold that back up. So that's if you want to open the back up and do the ramps, but for unload, you unload like normal L1, R1, and unload here. It will tip, and the back will open like that. So, like, I mean, I think the whole, it's really very versatile. Fairly inexpensive, small trailer pack. If you're sort of setting out and getting going, you can go to your workshop and you can change the backs over, so it just becomes a very, very functional trailer. I like the idea of it. The liquid tanker, again, I'm not going to hook up to the liquid tanker. There's nothing to really show you on that. It contains the various different liquids. I think I put milk in that one. But what we will do is have a look at the slurry spreader. 25,355 litres. Should spread out to 18 metres. It feels heavy pulling this. I don't think we've got a cover open on this one. We haven't. We can turn on the tank, obviously, when we go to spread, we're going to need to turn it on. We can do double application rate because we're doing slurry or digestate, whatever we want to do. So I put double application rate on, turn it on, and off we go. I think as with the, it was the 53-foot one, was it? I'm sure it was. As with the 53-foot one, very versatile, very useful. Just a smaller version. Very cool indeed. Now, mods dropped very early today. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for this to render and process like normal, so it could end up being very late. It processes. As of the time of recording this, which is just after 1 o'clock, 1 PM, we haven't got any new mods. That's not to say at 3 o'clock we're not going to get a load. I don't see why we would. As far as I know, this is it for the mods for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.